Well, good morning and welcome to the 11:11 gathering. This is Frank in Williamsburg. Happy to see you here today. Hopefully you're joining live, but if you're not and you're accessing it by the recording, even if it's sometime way in the future, welcome. One of the greatest things when we're talking about God's word, the timing is, I won't say unimportant, but it's always going to be relevant, because anytime you're talking about God's word, it's always relevant. It's always going to be a blessing to somebody. That's what we look for. So if you've been joining us regularly, you will know that we're in the midst of our journey through the book that is called Faith Without Religion. You can get one on Amazon. If you're not a book person, you can get the digital version virtually for free on Amazon. Then you'll be able to follow along, go back and reference it later. Maybe even pass it on to someone else. Because, for many people, just the title, Faith Without Religion, kind of stirs them up a little bit, attracts their attention, because a lot of people feel that religion is not something that they necessarily want to be connected to. Anyway, we're at entry number 27, which is called Control the Tongue. So let's see what that says. Consider that every word you speak is a seed. If you fully understand that every word you speak being a seed, it has to go forth and sprout, would you then change some of the things that you say? Make no mistake, this is exactly the case. This is why I give so much instruction about the power of the tongue. An unbridled tongue can scatter a handful of corrupt seed into a field of the finest grain and destroy the whole field in a short space of time. The wise husbandman will choose his seed carefully and with deep understanding of the importance of its quality. The serious kingdom seeker needs to be of the same heart with not only the seeds of his income, but more importantly, with the verbal seed spoken into existence on a daily basis, says God. Yes, it is very difficult to control the tongue. To do so, you must first control your thoughts, as the tongue only issues forth that which is in your mind. There are often remnants of your old fallen spirit with which you were born. The spirit of this world is the mind of this world. This is the mind that is willing to accept all possibilities. The mind that constantly nurtures that old carnal spirit by feeding upon the abundance of misdirection offered by the world. You now live in a world in which murdering unborn children is not only acceptable, a law has been put in place protecting a person's right to commit such murder. A world in which many people live in direct contravention to my word. These are examples of the fruit of being broad-minded or open-minded. The teaching of the acceptance of such things has brought and will continue to bring much destruction and will cause many to stumble. How can anyone hope to control the tongue, an instrument of the mind, without first controlling what they think? You think about what you see. You think about what you hear. Consequently, the more you restrict what you see and what you hear to things that are consistent with my plan for your life, the more you will think only about those things. The more you think about these things, the more you will talk of them and speak them into existence, says God. The lesson here is the difficulty of thinking. It has been said that thinking is the hardest work in the world. This is, of course, true. And now you have a clear understanding as to why it is so difficult. It's not the thinking per se that is so hard. It is thinking about the right things that is the key. Your wisdom should tell you that you can only think about the things that you bring into your mind. Although You are bombarded with new information every day. You can choose which information you wish to absorb. You can decide what to present to your mind as food from which it can feed. There is a simple system that will help you perfect this, that consider your actions before you take them. Why do you think the world has always been so concerned with the encouragement of spontaneity and broad-mindedness? Because the enemy knows what havoc it will wreak. Consider then every action and ask yourself, will planting this seed bear fruit that will be of value in the coming kingdom? If the answer is no, do not plant that seed. For if you do so at your own peril. Wow. Well, that was very powerful. And like I said, there's a lot in there. So you may want to be able to go back and revisit that. If you don't have any version of the book, then just go over the video a couple more times and just let it sink in, the importance. This is like 2 days consecutively. We're actually talking about the same thing, really, which is the significance of these seeds that you're planting by every word you say and every action that you take, because they're going to bear fruit at some point. You will have to harvest them, and you want to be harvesting good stuff. You want to be harvesting things that have a powerful, positive impact on not only your own life, but on the lives of other people. And crucially, for you as a race runner, you want to be harvesting things that are building up treasures for you in heaven. Remember what the word says. Don't build up treasures for yourself here on earth where they can rust, rot, and destroy. Build up your treasures in the heavenly realm. Then you can enjoy them for all eternity in the coming kingdom. Well, we're having fun going through this. It's building inside of us a really deep understanding of the importance of spending our time communicating with our beloved Creator through his living, loving word. So get yourself one of these as well if you don't have already. All right, well, that's it for today. We'll see you back here again at 11:11, and we'll continue our journey through the book, Faith Without Religion. Bye for now.